Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for joining us here today. We're happy that you could join us for this celebration and to witness the Troop 852 Eagle Court of Honor for Tristan Walton. We're happy to have you join us for this important occasion. At this time, I call the Court of Honor to order.
Please stand for the presentation of the colors. Color Guard, advance. Scout salute. Color Guard, halt. Hoist the colors of the American flag. Hoist the troop colors of the Will the audience please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Scout salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in the Scout Oath and Scout Law. Scout sign. In my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Color Guard center. Color Guard about face. Color Guard retreat. Troop at ease. You may be seated.
Let us pray. God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as family, friends, leaders, and fellow scouts on this significant day in the life of Tristan Walton. Today is a celebration of a journey full of challenges, friendship, struggles, and occasionally a little fun. Today we think of all the merit badges earned along the way, the oaths committed to, the character this young man has developed, and the service to our community has worked so hard for. Little by little, month by month, year by year, he was faithful, and we celebrate his faith and commitment and hard work. So we ask for your blessing on Tristan Walton, his family who supported and encouraged him, his fellow scouts who helped him along the way. Bless the scout leaders, Troop 852, and all who are here physically or in spirit. Continue to walk with Tristan as he takes these next steps in becoming the scout and the young man you desire him to be. Amen. It's my pleasure to introduce Scoutmaster Saunders, who will discuss the significance of this Eagle rank.
Tristan, the rank of Eagle Scout is an honor, but it also has responsibilities. We challenge you to accept the responsibilities as well as the honor of Eagle rank. These responsibilities are as follows. An Eagle Scout is to live with honor. His honor is sacred. It is the foundation of all character. An Eagle Scout will live so that he reflects credit upon his home, church, school, friends, and self. May the white of your badge remind you to live with honor. An Eagle Scout is to be loyal. Without loyalty, all character lacks direction. Neither profit nor pain, pride nor personal loss shall sway an eagle's loyalty. The blue of your badge is a symbol of loyalty. An Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage gives all character force and strength. With trust in God and faith in his fellow man, he faces each day unafraid and seeks his share of the world's work to do. Let the red of your badge remind you of courage. Finally, an Eagle Scout is service-oriented. Extend a helping hand to those who toil along the scouting trail just as you have and the trail that you have completed. aid others as you have been aided. The daily good turn must take on a new meaning as it is expanded to a life pattern of service. Protect and defend the weak and helpless. Comfort the unfortunate and oppressed. Uphold the rights of others as well as your own. Remember, real leadership is founded upon real service. May I request Tristan's parents please join him in front of his friends and family members. The awarding of the Eagle Scout Badge is an important and serious occasion, the climax and the goal for which a scout works many years, an occasion for pride and joy and a time for serious contemplation. It is also the culmination of the efforts of various leaders who worked with these scouts. The Eagle Scout Award is the highest and most coveted rank in scouting, the last major step in the Scouting Advancement Program, and an achievement that will be recognized throughout your life. The requirements for an Eagle rank are as follows. A scout must earn 21 merit badges. Included among those are 13 badges which are required. A scout must serve actively in his troop, position of responsibility, for a period of 6 months after becoming a life scout, and a scout must plan, develop, and carry out a service project worthy of an Eagle Scout. Tristan, you chose the Holy Cross Lutheran Church playground renovation for your Eagle Scout project. This playground services all the students of the Early Learning Center as well as Holy Cross Lutheran Church children now and in the future. You built planter boxes, planted vegetables and flowers. Your fundraising efforts provided a beautiful mural on a fence and some sensory paths for the children to learn and play on, among several other details that make the playground a wonderful place for young children to thrive. In addition, the continuation of the requirements, a scout must appear before a board of review of prominent persons and satisfy them that you have done your best to understand and live up to the Scout Oath and Scout Law in all ways and qualify as an Eagle Scout. Tristan completed his Eagle Board of Review on October 18, 2024. Careful examination has been made before the Board of Review members as to the qualification of Tristan for the Eagle Scout Award. Based upon the approval of the Mustang District and the Sam Houston Area Council and the National Organization of the Boy Scouts of America, I submit Tristan Walton for the recognition of his Eagle Badge. Tristan, you will officially be Eagle Scout number 81 of Troop 852 according to the National Registry, since the troop's beginning in 1965. Your name will be listed on the Cockrell Scout Center wall in November of 2025. Now, Assistant Scoutmaster Howard Huey will provide the presentation of the Eagle Award.
For Eagle Scout Tristan Walton, we now recognize you and proclaim before all that your accomplishments and dedication to the Scout Way have helped you achieve the rank of Eagle. The symbol of your success are the Eagle Badge and neckerchief, which I now present to your parents. Your parents will now in turn pin the badge over your heart and place a neckerchief around your neck. And your haircut. Got it? In addition to the Eagle Award, Tristan has earned 2 Eagle Palms, which are on his Eagle Medal. The bronze Eagle Palm represents a completion of at least 26 merit badges, 21 to each Eagle, 5 more for the bronze palm. The gold Eagle Palm represents a completion of 31 merit badges. In recognition of the wisdom and guidance of many hours of support given to you by your parents, probably more than that, would you now present your mother an Eagle charm to wear close to her heart? And to your father, the father's pen, wear proudly as a reminder of how hard you worked together to earn this award. Tristan's uncle and Eagle Scout from Troop 136, David Newman, will now administer the Eagle Pledge.
Will any and all Eagle Scouts in attendance please come forward and stand behind Tristan? Yeah, y'all can step up. And we will rededicate ourselves to scouting as Tristan takes on the Eagle Pledge and resolves to forever uphold its principles. Will Tristan and all the Eagles here today please give the Scout sign and repeat after me? I reaffirm my allegiance to the 3 principles of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example, to make my rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this, I pledge my sacred honor. Thank you. All of the Eagles, thank you for your help, and you can sit down. I now invite Assistant Scoutmaster and Tristan's dad, Sean Walton, as well as Tristan's Assistant Cub Master, Leo Mendiola, to present the Eagle Scout charge.
Real quick, I just wanted to remind everybody, David was eagled out of our troop as well, and he's moved on with his family to another city, and his son is here today helping us with the flags. I just wanted to recognize him for that he's come back home for us long enough to do this. The law of Eagle is the Scout law. Your fellow Scouts taught you the law, which you know so well. Take heed of this advice and wisdom. You have grown since your Cub Scout, Scout, and Tenderfoot rank, learning many things and maturing along the Scout path. You have seen other Eagles and climbed the trail. Your conduct along the Eagle Trail has been developed well. You have pledged yourself to the principles of scouting. You have heard clearly the call of the Eagle. But one more thing is important, your future. As an Eagle, you'll become a guide to other Scouts. You become an example in your community. Remember, your actions now are a little more conspicuous, and people will expect more of you. You will hear those around you ask or whisper to others, "Isn't he an Eagle Scout?" To falter in your duties would reflect not only upon you, but also your fellow Eagles. The torch you carry is not yours alone, but ours as well. Tristan, let this not be the end of your scouting, but the beginning for you to go on to greater heights and give back to other young men the benefit of your experience.
Tristan, the Boy Scouts of all nations constitute one of the most meaningful and significant movements in the world's history, and you will be counted worthy of your high rank in its membership. All who will know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you well know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to your duty to God, to country, to fellow Scouts, and to humanity in service. Others will look to you and to your skills, experience, and leadership for the rest of your life. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you will bring honor to yourself and to your brother Scouts. If and when you fail, it hurts the good name of all Scouts. However, your responsibility goes far beyond your fellow Scouts. It extends to your country and to your God. America has many good things that are available to you and your children after you. But these good things depend, for the most part, on the character and leadership of her citizens. You are to help America in all that she needs most. She has a great past. You are here to make her future greater. I charge you to undertake your citizenship with a solemn determination to be the best citizen you can be.
Tristan, be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the highest level of service to God and service to your fellow man. You must use your skills and talent to live and serve so that those who know you will be inspired to their finest goals. There are too many in the world that pursue only self-serving goals. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and their abilities to the other and to take on the mantle of servant leadership. Build your life on the solid foundation of clean living, clean language, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God and other scouting principles, so that regardless of what others may do, you will leave behind a record for which every scout may be proud. And at this time, I invite Mr. Stephen Schultz to the podium for a special presentation.
Thank you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Steve Schultz. I'm a member of Holy Cross Lutheran Church. In fact, I've been a member since 1965, the year that your troop was founded. I'm also a member of a fraternal organization called the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War. This organization, which was chartered by Act of Congress in 1954, is the official successor to the Grand Army of the Republic, which was the veterans organizations for the men and in a few cases the women who fought for the Union cause during the War of 1861 to 1865. One of the things that our organization does is support scouting, and one of our greatest pleasures is to be able to provide a certificate of achievement to those scouts who achieve the Eagle rank. A word about the Eagle rank. Tristan, it's not just a matter of your achievement, your high achievement or respect, but the leadership that you will now be asked to show in the training. Your identification as an Eagle Scout will follow you throughout your life, will be something that you can take pride of and honor. Just to give one example, when a member or an applicant sends in his application to join the Sons of Union Veterans, in addition to quite a bit of information about his ancestry and the rest of it, we ask 3 questions. Were you a graduate of ROTC? Are you or were you a member of the Armed Forces of the United States? And thirdly, are you an Eagle Scout? So, saying that, I have actually I have 2 certificates to present to you today. The first one, Strong Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War. To all who should see these presents, greetings. This commendation is given to Tristan, Edwin, and Walton on his attainment of the rank of Eagle Scout, Boy Scout for the United States. Dated the 7th day of October 2024. First person. The second one, I was asked by the Sons of the American Revolution to present a certificate on their behalf. Unfortunately, the representative couldn't be here today. The National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution awards a certificate of recognition to Eagle Scout Tristan, Edwin, and Walton for outstanding achievement in exceptional leadership and citizenship, evidenced by his attainment of the rank of Eagle Scout. Sweden chapter number 38, dated 10/18/2024. And now, Tristan's Order of the Arrow Advisor and Mustang District Commissioner, Mr. Kurt Brochu, has a special presentation.
At this time, we are pleased to present this new Eagle Scout with the silver dollar. This is part of the link that binds our Eagles together and scouting. This silver dollar, which I will now present, is an Eisenhower series, which depicts an eagle landing on the moon. This scene was chosen for the special coin because the Apollo astronauts chose the name of Eagle for the first lunar lander. Yeah, there's enough of us out there. Many of us, I was in 2nd grade, because I did kindergarten twice, will never forget the historic message from the moon in that summer of 1969. The Eagle has landed. But the story goes further. Neil Armstrong, the first human to set foot on another heavenly body, is also an Eagle Scout. In fact, many of the astronauts who walked on the moon are Eagle Scouts. The eagle on this coin is symbolic of them, and we hope of you. It is a proud eagle, wings spread wide, talons extended, and its beak open as if to proclaim his success to the whole world. He is proud of that great achievement, as we are proud of you in achieving your eagle rank. The eagle never gave up, overcame many obstacles, never lost sight of his dream, much the same as you have done. You have reached a great goal, and we share your joy and pride with you. The silver dollar doesn't buy much these days, but what this one represents is priceless. It is my hope and prayer that you will keep it as a memento of this day. As you come across it in later years, may you remember all that it represents. Perhaps someday, when you feel down on your luck, you will take out this silver dollar and remember how you kept going and persevering through all the difficulties that you had to overcome to reach this goal. May it give you that little something which so often means the difference between success and giving up. You are today an Eagle Scout, a winner, one of the select few. Never forget it, and all that that dollar represents. Parents, family, and friends, the Eagle has landed. Support his dreams and ambitions. He cannot duplicate Neil Armstrong's monumental task, but he can make a difference and help bring peace, something we definitely need now, to earth and all. Congratulations, Tristan. May God's blessing be with you and everyone else.
So I don't have a big fancy book to have my speech on. I have to pull it up on my phone real quick. My apologies. This was a lot easier to do last night when it went in front of a bunch of people. Those of y'all that know me well know that I was born into scouting. As long as I can remember, I was hearing stories from my grandfather about his trips to El Rancho Sima and to Philmont. It fascinated me. I wanted to go everywhere and do everything. I might have been a little too overeager because I begged and begged my parents to get me enrolled in Cub Scouts, only to find out at the first meeting that I was a year too early because Lion Cubs had not yet been reinstated. So after a year of waiting, I was finally in. Pretty much immediately, I would experience the kind of camping luck that would follow me through my entire scouting career, which seems kind of fitting today because it's raining. We were at Bear Creek Park for that year's Spookery, now I guess known as Cuboween. And we were hoping that we would be missed by the tropical storm that had been brewing. We were not. We woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning to standing water in the tent and a pop-up in our faces that had collapsed on top of our tent. I don't think in my years of scouting since then I have ever seen a group so quickly and efficiently pack up their campsite and get out of Dodge. My first Boy Scout campout had some more bad luck. I've told this story about 1,000 times to 100 different people, but between 3 straight canceled campouts due to rain, grease fire, some questionably cooked burgers, I learned perseverance pretty early on. That perseverance was also enforced by my grandfather, Scoutmaster Tommy Newman. Being the grandson of the Scoutmaster has its perks, but I'd be lying if I said that at the time I wasn't wishing that I could get away with just a little bit. But he always had me on the right path. I always take my hat off inside, be in full proper uniform, left-handed scout handshake, yes sir, no sir, the whole works. Now I'm thankful that he was always on me, pushing me the whole way. I distinctly remember one night after a meeting, he brought me home, sat me down, and made me go through all the requirements for scout rank, all in that night. Now I'm especially thankful I had those moments. My grandfather died shortly after I received my tenderfoot rank, and I like to think that he felt safe enough that he gave me the kickstart I needed and trusted me to keep the engine going on my own. Look at that. And I'm happy to report that while it took some kicking and prodding from my friends and family, his push got me to the finish line. All the obstacles along the way, such as having to seek out a new scoutmaster, followed soon after by having to uproot the entire troop from their home of many years, would not have been something I could overcome without help, though. This is the part where I go through and thank a ton of people, so you'll have to get ready for that. First, I would specifically like to thank Mr. Howard Huey, without whom I would probably still be sitting around kicking myself about not getting my personal fitness merit badge done. Your guidance dating back to before I was even a Boy Scout, lasting today, has been influential in ways I cannot even begin to express. I want to thank you for the commitment you've had not only to me, but the commitment you've had to this troop for years. Next, I'd like to thank Mr. Benavidez, Mr. Morales, and Mr. Saunders. I can't see all that well. Y'all are out there somewhere probably. for always dealing with my constant nagging sign-offs and late-night emails when inevitably I would put things off to the last second. I promise I hated sending those emails that late almost as much as you hated receiving them. I'd also like to thank Mr. Leo, my Cub Scout, my assistant Cub Scout master, whose cooking and leadership made a lot of those miserable campouts wonderful. I cannot imagine spending a weekend with not only your own kids, but a bunch of other first graders and second graders, and having to deal with all of that. You are a stronger man than I. I'd like to thank all the members and leaders in OA that I've met in my short time as a member as well. Y'all have given me a home away from home, so to speak, and although the fact that y'all somehow trusted me to be chapter chief is something I didn't understand at the time, I will continue to strive to be the person that y'all know I can be every single day. I would also like to thank the Charlton family. There y'all are. Mrs. and Mr. Charlton and Chip, for the time as a family you have spent supporting me in my troop endeavors. You guys were always the first to lend a hand out when I needed it, which was frankly quite often. I remember Chip was always the first one to come over and help me wash dishes and put tables away on campouts. And I can only hope to begin to repay all the hours you guys have given me over the years. Finally, I still cannot thank y'all enough for not leaving me behind at Camp Strength when my alternator blew out. Next, I'd like to thank the Rentrope family, Mr. and Mrs. Rentrope and Braden. You guys were the first supporters and scouts I had outside of my family. Braden, you have always been the greatest friend in scouting I could ever ask for. And although we ended up in different troops, the brotherhood we found from scouting is something I still feel to this day. Mrs. Rentrope and Mr. Rentrope, thank you so much for being the guiding forces as leaders in our Cub Scout troop, because without y'all, I don't think I would have even made it out of elementary school in scouting. And especially thank all of you for putting up with my shenanigans at your house for what seemed like every other day for years. And finally, I get to go through the list and thank everyone in my family. My grandfather, better known as Papa all my life, you have been teaching me everything in the wood shop my entire life. And of course, the camping equipment you so graciously let me borrow did not hurt either. I can only hope to learn some of what you know, but I have and will continue to enjoy every moment of learning it from you. My grandma, thank you for kicking me about my citizenship badges and dragging me to your houses to do them on the weekends. I'd like to thank you for putting up with the many, many times I called you past 8 o'clock and quietly asked you to sew something on my badge, because let me tell you all a secret, this badge right here on my shoulder was sewn on by her about 4 days ago. You put up with way more than I know I could handle in my time as a scout, because I know that I'm a handful. Uncle Nathan, I want to thank you for always being willing to build me things at the last minute. I'm very thankful that you were always able to help me out on such short notice, which I'm starting to realize has been a quite common theme in these. Uncle David, thank you for letting me try to pick up where you left off with my Eagle project and sacrificing your time to help me with my project that was already well behind schedule. And lastly, my mom and dad. Obviously, without y'all, I would not be anywhere near where I am now. The countless car rides, the constant trips to the store to buy the one thing I always seem to forget, and the pictures, of which I'm sure my mom is taking as we speak, that chronicled my entire nearly 12-year climb to the peak of scouting. And Dad, I want to thank you specifically for stepping up for so many campouts throughout the years. I know it hasn't been easy doing them this entire time, but let me just say how grateful I am that you've allowed me to have this experience. Thank you to all who are here today to support me as I receive my Eagle badge, for taking the time out of your day to let me know you believe in me and celebrate this achievement in my life as well. I cannot thank all you guys enough, truly. Every cold, wet, and miserable camping night was made more bearable knowing each and every one of y'all was going to be there to pick me right back up when I fell.
Every scout learns in this journey that mentors are necessary. We all need mentors. And at this time, Tristan will present his mentors with a sterling silver Eagle Mentor pen. These mentors have provided Tristan with guidance throughout the years and also with his Eagle Project. They will always be people that he can rely on in his future in scouting and beyond. Tristan, who would you like to honor with your mentor pins?
I would like to honor Mr. Howard Huey, my grandma, and my papa, all with mentor pins. I would like to thank you for the countless years of commitment you've had to me and everything I have been trying to do. And I hope these sterling silver mentor pins at least show my gratitude a little bit more than what I can say with just words. Yeah, I'm going to stab you with it. See up here? These things are challenging. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
Is it on there?
Yes, it's on there. Yeah, I put it, I'm sure.
At this time, I will ask Pastor Jim to lead us in a closing prayer.
Let us pray. Dear God, an Eagle Scout Court of Honor marks the end of one journey and the commitment to another. A commitment to better scouting where all may participate, a commitment to better citizenship, and a commitment to be an example of leadership to all. Bless all of Tristan's future endeavors. Walk with him wherever his life takes him and give him your strength, your compassion, your wisdom, and your love. And may all of us gathered here be committed to scouting's ideals, which instruct us to lead better lives. May we, like Tristan, always follow our own trails, discovering who we are by striving into the unknown. May God be with us all until we meet again. Amen.
Amen. And now, if you would please stand and join me in the Scoutmaster's benediction. Scout sign. And now, may the great Scoutmaster of all Scouts be with us until we meet again. You may be seated. I have just a few closing remarks. For some of you that may not know, Tristan's Eagle journey had a lot of family ties. He made reference to it already. You've met today David Newman, Tristan's uncle. He was a member of Scout. He was a scout in Troop 852. The scoutmaster of that troop, which Tristan mentioned, was Tommy Newman, Tristan's grandfather. And then Howard Huey was an assistant scoutmaster, Mr. Newman's longtime friend. David completed his Eagle project here at Holy Cross Lutheran Church. As well, he created signs that have lasted for over 30 years. During Tristan's Eagle project, his uncle David was able to replace one of those original signs in the preschool area with the help of his son, Evan. Also, Mr. Tommy Newman received his Eagle Award on November 17th, 1965, exactly 59 years ago today, which is why this date was chosen for Tristan's Eagle ceremony. Thank you very much for being part of today's ceremony. This is the day that we hope Tristan will never forget. You're all invited to join us for a reception in the Family Life Center to congratulate our newest Eagle Scout, Tristan, after we retire the colors. Chip.
Please stand while the color guard retires the colors and leads Tristan to greet all of you. Color guard, advance. Color guard, halt. Please retrieve the colors. Color guard, about face. Tristan, you will now follow behind the color guard. Scout salute, color guard retreat. Color guard, halt. Color guard dismissed. 2.
Thank you. I now declare this Eagle Court of Honor adjourned.